Надя только что прислал вам сову с просьбой встретиться с ней в деревушке под названием Нижний Хоксфилд. Чуть не Хогвартс сказал. Это где? А с чем мне надо на занятия? Алло, Натти. Ты меня подначиваешь прогуливать? Все ясно. Так. А где я это найду? Кнопку карта мира. Это карта мира. Большая ее часть покрыта туманом, который не позволяет вам видеть все подробности. Да, понятное дело. Деревушка — это небольшие общества, распространенные по всему миру. Деревушка. Это деревушка, которая называется Нижний Хоксфилд. Эти деревушки дают вам возможность найти новых торговцев в точке с летучим пламенем, побочные задания и коллекционные предметы. Ок. По мере своих исследований вы будете рассеивать туман, открывать основные части карты, что даст вам возможность изучить новые места, деревни, подземелья, лагеря бандитов и многое другое. Ок. А мне надо это. Вот это. Мне вроде было... Вот. Так. Занятие по травологии. Во! Деревушка из угол. Травология сначала. Пойдемте в травологию, значит, карта. Травология.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell.
Пойдемте на травологию.
I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Да. Травология — это хорошо. Ой, не в ту сторону топаю. Хоть бы кто сказал. О, перепрыгнула. Ой-я. Выходь. Так. Как отсюда? Где отсюда? Вот спуск. А там есть? И там есть спуск. Пойдемте. Так, выходь. Выходь, сказала. Тут чё? Естественно, я могу... Он даже не это... Ясно. Ладно. Даю. Цветочек. Ой, нет цветочка. Ясно. Ну, пойдемте.
Good morning, Professor Garlick. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then, Today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root.
Мандрагора, да. Сейчас будет ор выше гор.
Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears.
Конечно. Да бедный как это будет долгопупс.
Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Да.
Quickly! Place your mandrake in the new form and catch out the squirrel!
Давай быстрее. Ну, что происходит?
Soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease.
Конечно. Только если ты переживешь этот ор.
I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go.
И все?
Splendid work, everyone.
Это так нечестно.
Now for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief word with our new student.
I wonder if hippogriffs like not.
Yes, Professor? Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
I'll say, I
Yeah,
nearly
that's
went
loud.
deaf.
Well, yes, of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the magic neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy.
Пойдемте
or roses?
посадим семена бадьяна на столе. Так. Бадьян.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from
Будет
Professor
готово через
Sharp's
10
class.
минут. Прикольно.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese
Капуста?
chomping
Китайская?
cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Еще укусит. Так. Чё, куда?
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander.
Другая
I'll be showing you the
теплица.
Chinese chomping cabbages. Up the stair will take us there.
Вода, вода.
But you'll
Ты
leave.
что-нибудь? Ой.
Revelio.
Так. Выходь. Выходь. Не выходь. Куда мне надо?
Nice work in defense against the dark arts, by the way.
Понятно.
Excuse me?
your duel with Sebastian.
Опа.
And he's good.
Так,
Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him.
есть, да?
Brilliant.
Oh, well,
Here we are. Home of the Chinese
Давай.
chomping cabbage.
Оп,
Go on. Grab a few of those.
оп.
Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it. They'll do the
Ну и
rest.
чё он тут просто так лежит? Вот у меня китайская жующая капуста. О, удерживайте. Нажмите она, чтобы открыть. О, класс. Время варки 3 секунды. И чё? Мне нужно выбрать китайскую жующую капусту с моего копного меню и бросить в сторону. Ага. Оп. Нет. Ну и...
Incendio.
Revelio.
Я еще не воняю. Серьезно?
Look at that.
Гениально.
They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did say some were de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... Well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Ну пойдем обратно. Поднимайся. Поднимайся. Сундук.
Revelio.
Выненько.
And with that helpful
Bonk.
reminder as to why we should always
Sтой.
wear our dragon hide.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Dun, 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 dun.
Those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned hearing.
Так, значит, это сделали, пошли дальше. Деревушка из Уагаду, пардон. Это где? А, вот, по зельеварению давайте. Зельеварение.
It would make him look completely incompetent, which
Revelio.
Кашеварить сейчас будем.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
Бульк.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
Пойдем собирать.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the...
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Да.
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, Are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Так. Яйца ламбы. Мех темной дворняги. Радужное перо для этого. Так. 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 А.
Revelio.
Your potion station's organized and free of clutter.
Нет, что есть? Ага, сундук. Распоряжение дать терапевтик. Правильно? Прокопоческий центр. Тема. Форменный бэкэс. Так.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Ок.
Should you chop the didn't or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
Ок. Ок. И возьму. Или... А, вот. Отжей, 25, нормально. Зелье, которое усиливает защиту выпившего, покрывая его прочной каменистой кожей. Готово. Уй.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Так, я же сварила. Ой, ой.
Dragon tongue! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be
I
points
just got
from
to-
Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley
Ah,
did
what?
not do this on his own.
Я думаю.
His accomplice will answer to me.
I brewed an Edurus potion, as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what you're talking about, Professor.
You will not earn favor with me by failing to take responsibility for your actions. I suggest you heed my warning. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
Good.
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
И Ура! О. Пусть.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Угу. Ну пойдем.
Revelio.
Чё? Белка. А, это кривая белка, блин. Ух ты. Конопля. Закваски. Давай, беги.
Revelio.
Классно вообще. О, этот видеть. Только жалко его не будет. Чё, бежать и бежать. И бежать, и бежать. Давай. Надеюсь, не допахнулась. Не знаю. Не знаю. Почему я здесь не допахнулась. Это. Срежем немножечко. О, Хагрид. Ясно. А тут? Понятненько. Ну ладно. Пойдем дальше. Давай. О. Так, по прочке собираю все, что вижу, конечно. Побежали дальше. Так. Надо туда. Не понял. А, понял. Ладно. Не пройти, так не пройти. Пойдем вот так немножечко. Немножко в обход. Как долго до тебя бежать? Просто. О, животинка, это хорошо.
This looks intriguing. Revelio.
Это чё? А, это каблучки. Телепорт.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning. But I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll. And Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair on their own. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right. But how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?